Mm. Hey folks, it's Bishopheals from the ECF forums. How you guys doing today, baby? Hey, it's been one lousy Sunday, that's for sure. It's been raining, it's been pouring, people been sleeping, people been eating, people been watching, people been vaping. And that's me. I've been vaping and cleaning, that's for sure. Well, I'm actually here because I have the Nemesis from Atmomixani. Let me tell you, it is phenomenal, phenomenal, nice little PV. That's for sure. Um, I'm gonna give you guys a little quick little show on how this looks. Check it out. Here's the Nemesis from Atmomixani. You have here, as far as the Nemesis, Angel of Death with the two seats. Oh, gawking looking, that's for sure. You got your switch. You got your kick ring. You got your extension for 1490s, 18650s. Oh, it's a beautiful looking mod. Here's another standout. You also get an extra spring. Here's another close-up shot of the Angel of Death himself. Forget about it. Here it is standing on 18650 and kick mode. You use actually the kick extension, which is right here. You use this tube for the extender for the 18650 and this one as well. And then there's your cap. Then this one would be the 18490 mode that you can actually use this. It's nice and small, that's for sure, which I'm going to be showing you. That's for sure. Forget about it. So now what I'm going to do is let me give you a close-up shot of what I have here. Okay, so here it is in all its glory. Forget about it. So let me zoom this in for you. There you go. I have it disassembled for you. I actually cleaned it out today. I disassembled the whole entire switch, as you can see. So I'm going to show you from beginning to end. These two batteries I'm going to put on the side for now. Okay, so this is what we're going to look at. Let's assemble the switch. Now, by default, you get an extra spring. And all this comes in a nice little pouch. That's for sure. Nice. I like that. That's for sure. Good class. Good quality. Forget about it. So, here's the tube. Okay, for the Angel of Death himself. Nemesis. Woohoo. Here's my serial number. Forget about it. Let me focus that for you. There you go. I got 0743 from Nemesis. From Atmomixani. That's for sure. Now, with this, we're going to assemble the switch. Quite simple, actually. Let's take this from beginning to end, because that way I'll show you how to clean it at the same time. So this is the switch, and the way I clean this is with toothpaste and hot water and toothbrush. Okay, I make sure all this is clean. As you can see, it's spotless clean. Okay, it's nice and clean. Now what we're going to do is, this comes automatically with a steel cylinder, okay, which can only fit right in there. Okay, so we're going to insert it in like so. It's in. Now we're going to take, it comes with a brass spring, which we'll be inserting. Matter of fact, I will put this let me remove this stainless steel pin and put the brass pin first. And when I put this brass pin, make sure it goes all the way down. And what I'm doing is I'm just pressing it down like so. And that's how she looks with the brass pin. See that? Now we'll insert here. There's the slit for the steel pin. There it is. See that? Steel pin in. Okay. Now I'm going to put the spring on. Okay, like so. Now, as far as this, I've also cleaned this out. This is brass. Okay. Toothpaste, toothbrush. Look how shiny this thing looks. It looks gold, right? Forget about it. So, plastic side up. And this can only go in one way. Okay, so you got to pay attention to the inner. You see the inner has a slit? You see that slit? Right there at the bottom of my thumb? That's where that steel pin goes. Okay, so you want to line it up. Once it's lined up, see that? See the pin? There's the pin right here. Let me focus that for you a little better. There you go. See, the pin is right there. So now I'm pressing in. Okay. Now what you do is you take the screw, okay, with your thumb only. You start screwing it in. Pressing down. See, I just keep screwing. And you just want to screw it a little tight, snug. That's all, not too snugged. See, now I can hold it with one finger and keep turning it. That's it. I'll let go. So now it's nice and springy, real nice. Switch is complete. So now we have the switch. Now what's next is we're going to put the tube on. Now what I like about this tube is that you have a safety. I love safety. Forget about it. So when you could set this in a lock position. I mean, the throw is so nice, as you can see, very comfortable and very fluid. So this is the lock position. And this is how simple this is to lock. See? Doesn't go in, it's locked. That's safety position, so when you put it down like so, it does, if the weight of the atomizer is a little too much, it will not press down and start firing. Or if it's in your purse or pocketbook, it won't start firing. So that's a good, definitely a good feature. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this in 18650 mode. Put an Orbitronix in. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 18650 tube extender, threads down. Okay. This is the cap. Okay, and I removed the pin. Now this has, here's your air control. Okay, you see those two holes? That's where you're going to be actually ventilating air into your atomizer. Okay, and there is two dots right underneath the two holes. So this is adjustable. So which I'm going to show you on the base. Okay, because this can turn. So when this turns and it's away from those two circles, then you're going to actually be tightening up the airflow. So now this is the extra spring, which we're not going to use. We just put it back in the little bag. Nice bag, that's for sure. We take the cap. This is your 510 and this is adjustable. Okay. Now this is all brass with silver plating. Now, the way you do this is, what I would recommend is, for an example, I'll just show you. I'm just going to put a 357 in here. I'm just going to first screw it all the way in. Okay, once it's screwed all the way in, this is what I would do. On this part, I would actually make sure it's loose first. See, I could screw in more. Once it's loose and you screwed in the maximum amount as far as on your atomizer, what you do is now you tighten the screw. You do a couple of turns until it can't go no more. That's it, you're done. Now what you do is you slap this on right on top. Now, next thing what you have to do is the switch. Now the switch is adjustable, so you have to keep turning until it can't turn no more. Right now, this cannot turn no more. So now if I press it in, it's going to fire. So now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a vape. Oh, she's hitting really nice. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is what I mentioned earlier about these two holes. This is your intake holes. Look. See that? You saw where the smoke was coming from? So now, if I turn it away from the two holes, now here's the two holes, and then there's the other two holes as far as on the ring. Okay? If it's a weights up, it's a tighter draw, much tighter. So it all depends how you like it, so you can adjust it. Okay, I kind of like it halfway, a little medium, tight, firm draw. Works beautifully. Now let's take a look at something else. Now I'm going to remove this. Now I'm going to put a dripping addy on there. Now, when you're changing the vices on here, you know, you may be used to just right away, you know, just put it in like this. And I'm going to tell you, truthfully, you can do that very limited, because now what you have to do is you have to unscrew this cap. Okay? You have to readjust this pin. See? I have to tighten it clockwise so it's touching the addy. Okay? Once it's touching the addy, it will fire. And then I may have to adjust the switch. Yep, see? I adjusted the switch a little. So now, I can fire. Now for this, it's a little tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the air control. Okay, I'm going to move those two circles and place them right above the other two circles. There we go. So it's right above one another. Okay. Now I'm getting good airflow. And this thing's hitting nice. Now, say you want to use 18490 mode. You can also use 18490 mode. Okay, thank you. I'll be down. Food is ready. Alright, we got to wrap this up, guys. If I'm going to use 18490, here's my 18490. Okay. Slap it in. Okay. Now, I remove the cap. If I'm going to use the same addy, no need for me to readjust this. It's already adjusted. Okay. I use this ring. And screw the ring in. Now I can screw this in. Now this makes it look really nice. Now I can adjust the switch to tighten it up a little. There we go. It's tight. Look how small it is. Really, really small and tiny. Really nice. I mean, the actual size, yeah, it's like the size of a Provari or an 18490 battery. Really, really, really nice. Look at that. And it can fit on the palm of the hand. And it's so light. It's so light. Oh. Oh dear. This thing is hitting really, really good. Oh, really delicious, man. Now, someone may say to me, well, what about kick? I can use a kick, but being that I use RBAs, you know, just to give you an idea, this is what I'm running. Okay? Running 0.6 ohms, dual coil. My Highlanders on my Nemesis. Now, I can put a kick in here. If I put a kick in here, I would have to use 2 more components. And they are these 2. You get a kick ring. Okay? And you can use this tube with the 18650 and this one as well. Okay? And then you can put the kick in. I'll give you an example. See, I'm unscrewing this. Here's my 18650. Okay. Here's the kick ring. I'm removing it. I'm going to put the kick ring in between to make it look nicer. There's really no... See, it's right there. Now I can put the other extension tube. Okay. Now, I need to use the kick. You slap the kick right on top, as you can see. Okay. Put this right over it. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'll just use the 357. Okay, now I tighten this. And finger tighten, that's all. It's tighten. Put this on. Okay. I want to make sure I got the air control above the tube. Okay. And let me check the switch. There we go, it's on tight. Now I can vape. Now I'm using it in full kick mode. Okay. Wow, she shines like a beaut, that's for sure. Totally shines. But I'm not a kick fan personally. But for you people that have kicks and want to use kicks, you can use kicks. Me, however, I prefer an 18650. And this is like Legos. Remove my kick. Remove the kick ring. I put my extension of the 18652, like so. Remove this other tube. I'm going to remove my 357. And I'm going to insert my OD drip and tighten up the 510. Okay. Now I can insert it on. Now I gotta loosen up the switch. There we go. Now I can tighten up the switch, and now I can take a vape. Oh, delicious. And here you have it, folks. The Nemesis from Atmomixani. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A great PV made in Greece. I'll put in the links as far as my descriptions where you can obtain them. But it's a wonderful, wonderful piece. The only thing that would bother me is if this was my only PV and I'm changing atomizers, because I'm constantly changing different juices, I would have to keep unscrewing the cap and keep turning the 510, readjusting it manually. Okay, that would be the only thing that would, you know, maybe bother me. But as far as the brass contacts, very, very, very nicely done. Silver plated. I wasn't really, I'm gonna be honest, a big fan as far as plating it on contacts, because in time it can possibly chip. If you screw it in too hard, if you bang on it, it can chip. Okay, so, but you know what? I'm not that type of guy that's going to be banging batteries in there, so I'm going to be taking good care of it, that's for sure. I mean, it's firing very, very nice, very fast, and it's so easy to clean. I just showed you how to disassemble the switch, how to put it together, and if you see my previous videos as far as cleaning on my contacts, on my other PVs, it's no different. Oh, it's hitting really nice. And what I like about this is I can use a 1490 battery, 18500. Nice. And an 18650. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Live hard and vape hard. Take care.